So do you use a software program like Photoshop or anything to enhance your photos? Or?
I do. First of all, when I get home, I put it into Lightroom. I use Lightroom for organizing, and I put all my keywords in there so I can find them another time. And then they go into Photoshop. In Photoshop, if I haven't already played with, the exposure and the white balance and stuff in Lightroom, I'll do more in Photoshop. And then I've got an action in Photoshop that resizes, puts my watermark on it, and then makes thumbnails and everything. So over the years, I've used a lot of things like that in Photoshop to make my life a little bit easier.
I'll bet.
But I have friends that say, oh, you should do it this way because it's all automated. It works better this way because my pages are the way I like them. And
yeah, absolutely. How about HDR? Do you ever do HDR?
Oh, tons. Yeah? I'm kind of known as the HDR king.
But I found that if you're not careful, you can oversaturate a picture, so it looks almost unreal. And they say, okay, you've got 4K pictures, but it's so the depth of field and the color saturation is so bad. You think, man, that doesn't look like in real life. Right? So you have to be very careful.
Well, I first started using Photomatics, and it seemed to be about the first software out there that would do HDR that I knew of. I used it for a number of years, and then Nick Software came out with HDR Effects Pro, and I like it because you can actually work the picture and it still looks real, whereas Photomatics, it would look bizarre because you'd have all this glowing around everything. And
yeah. What about, I'm just going to, that's
Sorry.
Okay. What about pictures that people take with their cell phone cameras? Can they do anything? I know Nokia has a 18 megapixel camera on their phone. Is there any tips or tricks or advice that you give amateur photographers when they're taking pictures of trucks with a camera?
Well, look for good lighting because if the phone, it does have a flash, but it's very limited. Because I know I tried taking a picture of all the dust on my truck last night with my cell phone, and if you're too far away, the flash does nothing. So try and take your pictures in good light, or at least if you can't do it in sunshine, play with it. I guess if there is anything to play with on the phone.
Yeah.
I've had quite a few people send me iPhone pictures, and some of them are good, some of them are rotten, but...
But isn't that interesting? Because even a lot of professional photographers, they are starting to use their camera, cell phone as their main phone out there in the wild.
I know.
That's strange because...
I know the first time I noticed that was my wife and I were on a cruise in Europe, and they're going to the Acropolis in Greece, and there's these guys with their little cell phones on.
Or iPads.
Oh, that's hilarious. I take pictures of those people.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They're strange animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.